40 minutes on the clock. We're going to try and get it. Hey, spooky friends. Welcome to the October TBR. Happy October. Hopefully I posted this on the 1st, so happy October 1st. I know that this is Booktube's favorite time of year. This and Christmas seems to be really big on Booktube. And everybody gets to share all the stuff that they're super excited about reading for Spooktober. And I am no different. I have never really been big on Halloween. It wasn't a big thing in my house growing up. And, as I became an adult, it became less and less important and less a thing I really cared about. But I'm super jazzed for it this year. I don't know why. I think it honestly has just something to do with doing this and talking to you guys and reading these books and, picking out all these really great Halloween themed books that my husband was nice enough to buy me for my birthday. I am an October baby. I am a Scorpio. Be aware, be scared. Despite me being born this month and being born very, very close to Halloween, I've never been big on it. I've never really, been that much of a fan. But I'm just super jazzed for it this year. I think it might have something to do, like I said, with you guys and doing all this. And also, I live out here in Washington where it is fall all year round, or it feels that way to me. And just, it's, the setting is right. The books are right. I don't know. I'm feeling very atmospheric. And so let me talk to you guys about all the themed books I have planned out for this month. The 13 books that I have picked out this month can all pretty much just be put into 4 categories. I have women's fiction, graphic novels, thriller and horror books, and Halloween themed or, spooky themed romances. I don't have any of my spooky themed romances physically with me yet. I was supposed to get them all delivered today, but I don't know. UPS is lagging. Amazon is slacking today. But it's all right. It's all good. I will put up the book cover on the screen, and you guys can see which books I chose to read, which Halloween-themed kind of romances that I chose to read this month, and that I'm super, super excited for. Oh my God. No. I think I have 15 books on the TBR this month. I do. I ain't reading 15 books. Oh my God. So, all right, let's start with the women's fiction kind of category I have. And there's only one book in that category, and that is The Moon, the Stars, and Madame Burova by Ruth Hogan. Okay, so the book is about a tarot reader, palmist, and clairvoyant, Miss Madame Burova, who basically is ready to retire. She's living out there and on Brighton Pier doing her tarot card reading thing. And, sis getting up there in age, and she's just she's not over it, but she's just kind of I'm ready to go. I'm ready to, move into the 4th quarter of my life and hang out with my other elderly tarot card reading and clairvoyant witchy friends. And I need to leave all my secrets and possessions and power to somebody. So she finds, what's her name? Billy, who is a London resident, a London native, who she deems worthy enough to pass on all her knowledge. And so that's what the story's about. And it spans, the story spans 50 years. Starting in the 1970s up to the present. Up to the present. We have 2 graphic novels. I'm going to start with I Am Not Starfire by Mariko. Oh God, I had this. I Am Not Starfire by Mariko Tamaki. It is a DC graphic novel for young adults. Basically, this lovely lady here, Mandy, is superhero Starfire's 17-year-old daughter, and as you can see, aesthetically, they are very different, and they are also very different in personality. And so the graphic novel is just, about the two of them appreciating each other's differences and working through them, while also, I'm assuming, that causing also a lot of strife as well in their relationship. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Oh my god, these drawings are so good. Oh, so good. I know I'm a Marvel girl, but that doesn't mean I can't appreciate some DC every once in a while. Like the Superman and Lois show, I absolutely love. So this is kind of like a really sweet coming of age mothers and daughters themed kind of graphic novel. But yeah, apparently the lovely Mandy here is Starfire's 17-year-old rebellious daughter, and I just love the contrast of the two of them. I was in the bookstore when I picked this up, and the two girls who were beside me saw me do it, and they were like, "Buy it, it's so good." So I was like, sold. Next we have Pumpkinheads, which was written by Rainbow Rowell and illustrated by Faith Erin Hicks. This is going to be my first Rainbow Rowell uh, work. I have not read Fangirl, and I have not read, what is the other book that's based off of Fangirl? That's like a spin-off of the two characters in it. I wish I could freaking remember. Everybody talked about it at the time. But yeah, this is my first entry into Rainbow Rowell's bibliography, and I heard very lovely, sweet things about it. The drawings in it are so beautiful. It's just basically about these two who work every season at this enormous and fun pumpkin patch, and how they're both seniors in high school. I think at different high schools. Yeah, I think they're both seniors at different high schools, and this is their last fall together. And homie's getting a little sad about that and real melancholy. And sis is like, nah, like, it is our last summer, or it is our last fall together working here at the pumpkin patch, but we going out with a bang. Like, fuck that sad noise. So I'm like, yes, let's do that. I don't know if a romance blossoms between these two, but I wouldn't be mad at it. I'm just saying. Let's run through our thrillers and horror novels. First up, we have Baby Teeth by Zoe Stage. I have been dying to read this thing for so long. Let me read you really quick what it's about. 7-year-old Hannah is a sweet but silent angel in the eyes of her adoring father, Alex. He's the only person who understands her, but her mother, Suzette, stands in her way, and she'll try and and she'll try any trick she can think of to get rid of her, ideally for good. That's a 7-year-old. A 7-year-old is trying to off her mother. Oh my God. Suzette loves her daughter, but after years of explosions, and strained homeschooling, her precarious health and sanity are weakening day by day. She's also becoming increasingly frightened of Hannah's little games, while her husband Alex remains blind to the failing family dynamics. Soon Suzette starts to fear that maybe their supposedly innocent baby girl may truly be I can read, I promise. Suzette starts to fear that maybe their supposedly innocent baby girl may have a truly sinister agenda. Okay, so a 7-year-old locked in a battle of wills, a battle with her mother, is everything. It reminds me a lot of this psychological thriller called Jacob, which is so good. If you haven't seen it, please see it. It's amazing. It's about this young, gifted, highly intelligent little boy who cannot stand his parents. So he tries to do everything in his power to get rid of them. And it is incredible to watch. Sam Rockwell's in it, and I think Sam Rockwell and Vera Farmiga play his parents. It's good, and Baby Teeth sounds a lot like that, and so I am totally here for it and ready to read this. So next up, we have Universal Harvester by John Darnell. Basically, it's about a haunted videotape. It takes place in the 90s. A guy working at this kind of like Suncoast Video or Blockbuster Video at the time is getting complaints from customers about a DVD that keeps getting rented out, and people saying that it's strange and it's weird and they don't understand what's happening, and there's weird shit on it, and he tries to solve the mystery of what exactly the fuck is happening and what's on the tape. And I am here for it. Next up, we have Agatha Christie's Halloween Party. It is a Hercule Poirot mystery. I do watch the David Suchet series. I've seen every episode, so of course I've seen the Halloween Party episode. I cannot remember anything about it, so that's actually pretty good. So that means that I get to go in this blind, and start all over from scratch. Let's see here. At a Halloween party, Joyce, a hostile 13-year-old, boasts that she once witnessed a murder. When no one believes her, she storms off home, but within hours her body is found still in the house, drowned in an apple tub. Oh my god, that part came back to me just now. I remember that in the episode of Hercule Poirot. I do remember there being this I thought she was cute, but this little girl that everybody treated like a gnat, like this horrible nuisance. And it was because she lied, because she told whoppers all the time. So no one believed her. Everybody was annoyed by her, and then she pops up dead, and everybody's like, okay, so maybe we should have listened to Joyce. But I don't remember how the mystery unfolded or who the killer is at all, so that is good news. So like I said, that means I get to go back into this blind and be surprised by everything that's happening here. Super excited to read this, and after I am done reading it, I'm going to go back and watch that particular episode again. We have Violet by Scott Thomas, the author of Kill Creek. So this is a... First off, look at this. Look at these frayed edges of this book. And it's got this really soft hardback that I absolutely freaking love. The book's long though. Oh my god. It's 430 pages. Scott Thomas, author of Kill Creek. Oh, homie is established. Oh, okay. So he grew up in Kansas and went to the University of Kansas. And this book takes place in Kansas. It is a haunted house horror that takes place in Kansas. Pacington, Kansas. And a girl who's now an adult woman goes back to her family's summer home on the lake that turns out to be haunted. So I'm here for it. And look at this cover, bro. Like, I don't know if that's like a ghost or imaginary or evil imaginary friend or what have you, but either way, the cover is what drew me in. That's what's fucking interesting. We have another haunted house horror by Tiffany D. Jackson. She got a little blurb from R.L. Stine. Props, girl. Respect. It is about this beautiful creature right here. This gorgeous little black teenage girl who moves from California, a beach town in California, with her new blended family to the Midwest. Yeah, her mom got a new job, moved them out to the Midwest, and part of her mom's contract with this new place is that they gave her a house to live in for free, as long as she continues to work for them. So they live in that house, and turns out the house is super duper haunted. And this cover is gorgeous. Like, this cover is gorgeous. Look at that. Like, thank you. Appreciate it. Alright, My Heart is a Chainsaw by Stephen Graham Jones. It is about, what is her name? Jade. Jade is a horror movie buff. She loves 80s slasher films and everything else in between and outside the lines. And when a bunch of murders start happening in her small Idaho town, she takes it upon herself to figure out what the hell is going on and who's out here killing everybody in her small resort town. In addition to that, what's also happening is the supposedly protected forest area near her town is being demolished for second homes for celebrities and millionaires and billionaires. And if you don't know, that is actually something that has been occurring in Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, Colorado for a very long time now. just these small towns being demolished in order to make room for a bunch of celebrities who want second homes and a bunch of billionaires who want fifth homes. And it's, unfortunately, breaking towns economically. And so I just find that really interesting to be incorporated in a horror novel as well. Next, we have Nice Girls by Catherine Dang. Catherine Dang is a woman of color. Yes, she's a woman of color who is a former legal assistant based in Minneapolis, Minnesota. This book takes place in Minnesota, in a small town in Minnesota called Liberty Lake. My husband is born and raised in Minnesota, so I'm going to have to ask him if that's a real place or not, or if it's just made up for the book. But anyway, our protagonist is Mary, and she is one of those girls who could not wait to get out of town and leave everyone in her dust. She did that, but unfortunately she's back now, and under mysterious circumstances, and she is, on a sharp downward spiral. It says that her life has taken, that's put her back where she least expected, or where she least wants to be. Her old best friend Olivia, who is now a Instagram influencer, has popped up missing, and the whole town is losing their shit about it. Mary could care less because their friendship ended badly. But eventually, after a while, she starts to get curious about where exactly Olivia is, what happened to her, in addition to what happened to another girl who went missing the exact same way. So I think Mary gets her sleuth on and tries to find out what's happening. And I'm here for that. All right, since my books didn't come in, I'm going to have to go on Amazon and tell you guys about them. One of my fall Halloween romance picks this month was In Her Pumpkin Patch by Alina Jacobs. I saw that title. I did not give a fuck about what it was about. I had to buy it. It went in the cart. Well, my husband's Amazon cart. Because he, like I said, he bought me all these books for my birthday for October. But yeah, he saw it and he goes, "What the hell?" I was like, "Mind your business." But yeah, the book is called In Her Pumpkin Patch, a holiday romantic comedy. And you guys know I love Halloween. I love holiday themed romances. And that title was just everything. Okay. So the Amazon description reads, "Fall, autumn, it doesn't matter what you call it, I hate it. I despise pumpkins, Halloween, and the overwhelming sense of dread as the cold and damp move in. Bitch, same. But when my new chauffeur drives up in a hearse, Halloween carols blaring, I realize there is no escape from the holiday. Penny is a self-proclaimed queen of fall, and it's her mission to turn me into a pumpkin spice fiend." Oh, wait, is Penny his chauffeur? Is she the chauffeur? Oh my god. First off, this has grumpy sunshine all over it, and it's a holiday romance. Oh my god. Yes. And that title, and that ridiculous title. Oh, definitely. When it gets here later today, it might be... Yeah, this might be my first read of the month. This might be it. Oh my god. Let's go to my next Halloween themed romance book. Okay, and it is called The Art of Seducing a Naked Werewolf by Molly Harper. I'll let you guys know a tiny little secret. When I worked at a production company, we were looking for a supernatural romance to adapt into a film, and I remember Molly Harper being one of the people we contacted. We actually made the mistake of contacting her instead of her agent, because we only had her email address, and her agent was not happy about that. We clearly didn't move ahead with it, not having anything to do with her agent, just like I think we just chose to go in a different direction at that time. But yeah, I didn't realize that until I came across the book, and I was like, why does this sound familiar? Then I went through her bibliography, and I was like, oh, I remember this. So yeah, book description is: generations of werewolves have been secretly residing in a secluded valley, a stone's throw away from Grundy, Alaska. So when a snooping outsider comes to Grundy to investigate rumors of werewolf shenanigans in the area, the valley's pack alpha, Maggie Graham. Okay! Okay, female alpha of the wolf pack, yes! Resolves to chase him away even if doing so takes a quick bite on the butt. What a pity that researcher Nick Thatcher turns out to be so drool-worthy and that his kisses make Maggie want to sit up and beg. Ooh! Maggie just can't seem to convince Nick to leave, and even worse, she can't convince herself to stay away from him. Sold. Alright, the third one on this list is... I got some really interesting romances this month, and I am not ashamed of it because they all sound great. Okay, I got a book by Kimberly Fleming called That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon. Alright, the Amazon description is all I wanted to do was live my life in peace, maybe get a cat, expand my spice farm, really anything that doesn't involve going off on a quest to where an orc might rip my face off, but they say God... What is this? They say goddess has favorites. Okay, I think she calls God goddess. Okay. But they say goddess has favorites. If so, I'm clearly not one of them. After saving the demon Fallon in a wine-drunken stupor, all he wanted to do was kill an evil witch enslaving his people. I mean, I get it, but he's dragging me along for the ride, and I'm kind of peeved about it. On the bright side, he keeps burning off his shirt. Ah, yes! Halloween romance trash! Oh my god. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. I also got The X-Hex by Aaron Sterling. That cover is really beautiful. So the Amazon description is 9 years ago, Vivian Jones nursed her broken heart like any young witch would, vodka, weeping music, bubble baths, and a curse on her horrible boyfriend. Sure, Vivi knows she shouldn't use her magic this way, but with only an orchid hayride scented candle on hand, she isn't worried it will cause him anything more than a bad hair day or two. That is until Rice Penhallow, descendant of the town's ancestors, breaker of hearts and annoying, just as gorgeous as he always was, returns to Graves Glen, Georgia, which should be a quick trip to recharge the town's ley lines and make an appearance at the annual fall festival turns disastrously wrong, with one calamity after another striking Rice. Vivi realizes her silly little ex-hex may not have been so harmless after all. Suddenly, Grave Glens is under attack from murderous wind-up toys, a pissed-off ghost, and a talking cat with some interesting things to say. Sold! Oh my god, that sounds incredible. Vivi and Rice have to ignore their off-the-charts chemistry to work together to save the town and find a way to break the breakup curse before it's too late. Okay, I didn't know it was about all that. I just knew it was called The X-Hex. It was about a witch, and it was a Halloween-themed witchy romance. And that's the only reason I bought it. I had no idea it was about all that, and that just sounds incredible, and I'm here for it. Oh my god. And accompanying that, I also got Payback's a Witch by Lana Harper. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina meets the L Word. Ooh. Okay. The Amazon description is, Emmy Harlow is a witch, but not a very powerful one, in part because she hasn't been home to the magical town of Thistle Grove in years. These town names in these witchy books are so great. Her self-imposed exile has a lot to do with a complicated family history and a desire to forge her own way in the world, and only the very tiniest bit to do with Gareth Blackmore, heir to the most powerful magical family in town, and casual breaker of hearts and destroyer of dreams. Oh, girl! But when a spellcasting tournament that her family serves as arbiters for approaches, it turns out the pull of tradition is strong enough to bring Emmy back. She's determined to do her familial duty, spend some quality time with her best friend Lyndon Thorne, and get back to her real life in Chicago. On her first night home, Emmy runs into Talia, an all-around badass, adept in the darker magical arts, who is fresh off a bad breakup with Gareth Blackmore. Talia had let herself be charmed, only to discover that Gareth was also seeing Lyndon unbeknownst to either of them, and now she and Lyndon want revenge. Only question is Emmy in? Oh my god, this is basic. What do they mean? Chilling Avengers is the Bruta means the L word. No. Yeah, this is basically just a witchy version of The Other Woman. And I'm here for it. Oh my god, that's exciting. I love that. Those are the 15 books that are on the TBR. Like I said, I don't think I'm getting to all of them. I know I won't. But even still, I think all these books sound really, really good. And so if I don't get to them this month, I will figure out how to get to them in the future. Like either during February for Black History Month, or March for Women's History Month, or April for AAPI Heritage Month. But yeah, the goal is to get to as many as possible. So I got 15 on the list. Let's see if I can do 13. So yeah, come back at the end of the month and see what I thought of all these glorious books, or at least all the ones that I was able to get to. And we'll talk about it. We'll have a good time. And I'll tell you guys about my Halloween and my birthday, and you guys tell me about your Halloween. We'll exchange stories like that. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this quick little rant about all the books that I am dying to read during Spooktober, October. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Wash your hands, wash your face, wear a mask, get vaccinated, and please, please, please pay your library fines, okay? Love you so much. Bye.